Now I have two more projects to show. Two last projects. The opening was last weekend. This is the House of Tales. This is a hotel in Porto, a small art residence, to be more precise. They were going to open, and we were there seeing the place. They asked us to do some small intervention for the opening. And 2 days, I think it was 2 days before the opening, I'm not sure. It was very close to the opening. We received a phone call from the client. She was crying. The hotel was all burning. So you can see here the hotel all destroyed some days before the opening. So then she decided to rebuild it again. It was really incredible to see all these projects coming up again and to see it finally opening last weekend. So the client came us because they had these beautiful ceilings, and they wanted us to do a reinterpretation of this drawing, but in concrete. They were beautiful, but we thought, also looking into the architectural project, the project that they were doing, that they were not trying to redo everything as it was, but to assume that there was this fire. So we decided to do the same also to make it a bigger cut. We said, why not have people writing about each of the places, each of the rooms, and designing the time and make this huge cut with what was there. So that's what came out. They invited some architects and some critics to write about each of the room, people that knew the building. And this is to see how it worked. We worked with them designing it. And we did some tests again, so it was our first time working with concrete. And we could see also the minimum size of the letters that could work. You can see them, this is the architect, the paper, and the client, and they are starting to also laying out the letters. You can see how it was built. And then on the ceiling. Then there was a room that had pieces of each, fragments of each of them. You can see some details. We don't have pictures of the final without the still we have here details of the ceiling, but with the open room as it is now, because it's open some days ago, just some days ago. We have this still with this working look, not with the final furniture. And the last one, that also opened last weekend, we did an exhibition and catalog for the Portuguese architect Artur. It just won the Pritzker Award, and we were going to design this. We did design this exhibition about his competitions. He did like a lot of competitions, 50. He did won a lot of them, so they decided to do an exhibition showing these projects that otherwise wouldn't be seen. So we have these two spaces. This is the architecture university, and you have this building is designed also by a well-known Portuguese architect, which is Liza Ramalho. So it's known by the fact that you cannot put it's difficult to put things on the wall because it's done by this architect, so you cannot even hang a poster. We have this system you can see outside, I don't know if you can see it on the top. Here, you have this system to hang stuff. So we decided to outside just put each panel would be a competition, and on inside there would be the case studies. And there was a selection that they gave the numbers. It was like at the beginning it was more, but it would be 6. At the end they were 5. And then we decided to have the overview outside the room, and inside we go deep. So here is the panels you can see outside. You can see the hanging. And inside we would use wallpaper with all the drawings of the architect. You have here like 1,000 and a lot of images. Once again, this idea of doing a wallpaper until the end, we were not believing that they would let us put this, because they don't let people put posters directly on the walls. So I asked for a written email because it was a lot of work. So I said, until I see blue there, it might not turn well if we don't have this part of the exhibition, but it's a risk again. It was a risk that we decided to do. Also, we took ourselves pictures because we didn't have a budget for this. It was our idea, it was not at the beginning for this exhibition. So we asked a professional photographer just to put the light. We paid for the first part of the job, and then we find an assistant that's freelancing, working with us, and worked with us, and she took the pictures, treat the images, and we assumed this budget on our design budget because we really wanted to do this. So you can see them here. And then we had this idea, because this is a traveling exhibition, it has to be easy to travel with. So the panels were easy to be laid. It could be 3 lines or 2, depending on the rooms. You can easily design differently. And we thought that we could have these containers and you could put the markup on the huge one. You can see on the next to the floor here on the back down, and you can see each of you can see here a general view of the 5 of them. So we kind of draw a little bit how this would be working. It's strange because we are graphic designers and we don't have any information on this. It's just it was driven by the content, by the concept of this, and of course we were going to ask an architect or an interior design to design the project, the final, and it was a proposition, it was an idea, but the architect really liked it and said, I will design. So great. So these drawings were here on the top. You could see here you have a caption of all you have inside on each of them, and you have the mock-up on the top that can be archived on the side if you have to travel with it. So it's practical in terms of getting into different places, and you can organize them as you want. And then you have the paper wall that can be put into any kind of room. So it works like this. And that's it. That's Saki and our daughter.